This is going to be your guide to early game weapons in Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So we're kicking it off in Eden Issa Shrine. This is on the Great Sky Island. You've already been here. You've already grabbed these fire fruits, but in case you've ran out, you want to stock up, they actually grow back. So if you've noticed that some of the resources have respawned or there was a blood moon, you can come back here and just grab a ton of fire fruits. Now, they're pretty common throughout Hyrule, but I recommend picking them whenever you see them because having a stock of instant fire is really good, and I've marked a few locations with stamps for my own personal needs. But now we're going to head on over to this enemy stamp that I put down because some of the trees in these forests will just attack you, and it's going to have some pretty cool stuff. Also, if you need fire really badly, you can just light a choo-choo on fire, and when it gets KO'd, it turns into a different jelly. So if you take out a large one, we could effectively use one red choo-choo jelly to create two. Alright, so let's head into the forest and get some trees to attack us, and now we're playing by Pokemon rules. Fire beats grass. So we light it on fire, and that does a significant amount of damage. And I still need to be careful because the trees do hurt if they do slap you. But you want to kind of light them on fire, let the damage tick down. When the fire wears off, you can light them up again, and then that's going to be a pretty quick way to defeat them. Also, really easy. So having a stock of fire fruits and arrows is going to be pretty useful. Oh, I was about to say I don't know how that didn't work, but make sure it's not raining. Or make sure rain isn't coming up, because then you're going to have some problems. However, we can just go and loot the tree that we took down, and we can find what we're looking for. Oh, they're called Chickaloos. Okay. Alright, so now we can pick up what we're looking for. A sturdy, thick stick. So this is going to add durability to whatever you want to use for a weapon attachment. And that's where we have the Bokoblin arm with 20 damage. Also, that tree is about to wreck us. And then we can go and set that up as a weapon. So if you need to swap things around, you can just drop it, and then you equip what you want, and then you can use your fusion, and you're good to go. So now we very easily got a 27 damage weapon that has high durability. Now, while we're in this area fighting trees, there's a fort over here that has a lot of bomb barrels, and you know what that means. We get to make some bomb weaponry. Now, even if you have like a long-reaching spear, if you hit this with something, you will blow up. So what we want to do is chuck it at enemies, and it does crazy amounts of damage. Now, I already cleared this area out, and there hasn't been a blood moon, but you can use the fire arrows, the choo-choo jellies, to kind of light enemies on fire at a distance. Then you close the gap with your very powerful weapon, and you're going to be good to go. And then whenever I'm in the area, if the bomb barrels have respawned, I just kind of fuse all the weapons that I can with it. So now we have a really good arsenal of just explosions, and it's going to be pretty powerful. Also, you can put it on shields. So we can take the Traveler's Shield, and then we can also attach it to that. And now if something attacks us while we're shielding, they're going to blow up, but we will be okay. So it's a really good defensive out, and that also means if you have like a lot of cheap shields, or if you get shields from clearing out this camp, then you can use those on the barrels. Alright, so let's try some of this stuff out. I already hit a Bokoblin with a fire choo-choo arrow, but you can see like it has good AoE, does damage. Again, they like are hurt from the fire, so that's a thing. Probably don't need a 27 power weapon, so you can just also have whatever other kind of weapon you have. Spears are really nice because of the reach, so you can just run up, do whatever, and then go pokey poke. He's gone. You can also get some fruits. Oh, he's got fire fruits. Even better. And then, boom. Nice little clear right there, but that's not the challenge. Now, reminder, before you go into any encounter, it's a really good idea to save, just in case you're not prepared for it, or if you screw up in some kind of way. This is in my tips and tricks video, so if you haven't checked that out, I recommend seeing it at the end of this video. But my goodness, there's a lot of dudes in there. There goes a spike ball. Try not to get hit by that. Let's try out all this fun stuff. So we can knock him down, and go to some fire, choo-choo jelly, boom, light him on fire, jump away from that, keep jumping away, keep jumping away. Let's pull out our really durable, strong weapon. Boom! Just going dabbing on them. Yeah, they just take crazy amounts of damage from that. Oh, knocking off his shield, and a lot of KOs. Alright. Now, the cool thing is you can actually attach that spike ball to a weapon, so if you have an extra durable stick, recommend putting it on that, and then you just also have a pretty crazy weapon. Alright, let's see what that's going to do. Boop, we go and pop him off. We could have done that before we called everyone. That's alright. And that's also another thing about the game. Like, the items tell you what effect they have on the weapons, so you can do some really cool stuff and come up with some really interesting combos. This guy, he looks like he's going to be annoying. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to just bust out the bomb barrel shield. I'm going to put away my bow, and then we're just going to wait on this. He's going to go pop. Doesn't get KO'd from that, but that kind of makes sense. And then we can also just kind of keep chucking these things at him. Boom. He gets hurt. Make sure we keep up on the health. All right, these guys are a bit more stacked than I was expecting. That's why we got the bomb barrels and multiple of them. So yeah, the spear breaks. I'm just going to keep pulling it out. I'm going to keep throwing it at them until all my problems go away. Oh, it seems like most of my problems have gone away. Where did the super, I was about to say, where did the Giga Chad go? Looks like he's the only one left, which makes sense. So let's see what happens if we blow him up. There we go. Side note, the less dumb way of dealing with an armored bokoblin is by putting the spike ball at the end of a weapon, hitting him with a heavy attack, and then that will break the armor. And of course, it's going to be a blood moon the day I clear this out. Also, I don't know if maybe saving that dude triggers the blood moon, but we can quickly try to restock on the bomb barrels, because I saw a lot of them around here. So that's what I mean, like, yo, we get to do it all over again. Oh, let's get big value. Swing. Do it. Who's gonna doom his friends? Oh, everyone shows up. Nice. Let's kind of top off our health so no shenanigans happen. And then, yo, we can just throw that, right? Oh. Not point blank, though. Alright, we're making progress. Gotta equip a bow. We can throw a bomb into the mix. Another bomb. Get wrecked. He hurts. Guess we blew up the other dude. Or maybe he just got, like, bounced out again. We can come in with the spear for the poke. And then hopefully just get him before he one-shots us, and easy. Once you have a cheese tactic of your own down, you can use that to take on more powerful enemies and upgrade. So these look like some pretty strong guys, and that's why we have a Soldier Construct 2 horn and a strong Construct bow. So we definitely want to just throw away some garbage bow and see what we have here. Pretty sure, yeah, this one's powerful. 11. So we can take a Construct 2 horn and we can blast them for some amount of damage. Also want to run away because they seem pretty fast. Might be tricky to throw the bomb spear at them. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we're just going to blow ourselves up. That's why we have some extra food ready. And didn't do a crazy amount of damage to them. All right, time for the bokoblin arm stick. Getting the damage down. We're going to boop him. And then we're going to do some of that. He is big on fire. Charged attack. All right, so yeah, we can actually take out some pretty powerful enemies with this. He is problematic, so let's put this down, get our shield ready, and let's see what happens if we hit him with the Razzle Dazzle shield. Ready for that? Yeah, so we're not one-shotting them anymore. We can still do some stuff here. We also have our Spike Ball Hammer, so that's going to do the job. Then we can get some extra upgrades and nice loot. So yeah, it's just kind of my idea on cheesing the game a bit and then getting some upgrades and kind of snowballing it from there, and then just having the resources to kind of do whatever you want. It's really that fire arrows are super OP in the early game, just really good on that crowd control. Oh yeah, and I forgot to explain another thing that makes fire arrows crazy is that they light grass on fire. So you just kind of see a group of enemies in some grass, you can hit them and then set things on fire, and then they're going to take that burn damage, and it's going to be really good too. And then to finish off the video, a couple of notes about weapons. So someone left a comment, arrow restocking has different mechanics now. In Breath of the Wild, if you had over 50 arrows, shops would not replenish arrows. That is no longer the case. Now, if you're not wasting arrows on the archer bokoblins and enemies, you should have a surplus of arrows, but if you run out, you can just go and buy some, and if the shop restocks because you time skip in a different area, yeah, you can just buy as many as you can afford. Also, you can fuse gems to weapons to effectively enchant them, so that's kind of neat. Now, the Zora Spear gains damage with water. I want to see if this just, like, automatically works with it. So it seems like we got the synergy, and we got +2 damage, and now it's just always wet. So gems allow you to do some pretty cool stuff. If the weapon has a synergy with an element, you can add that in. Also, you get like different attacks. So we shoot out water bubbles, and then we can do the charge attack for more water bubbles. But you might notice that now there's like nothing going on with the weapon. So there is a little bit of a recharge time. And one thing I want to check really quick is if I exhaust that, do we actually lose our bonus damage because it's no longer wet? No, we still just have the damage. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so there you go, guys. I hope this video helped out with understanding what you can do with this crazy weapon system. Yeah, and then also you can light things on fire. You know, Breath of the Wild mechanics still remain, where you can light things on fire, you can use that for an air boost, and then you can just go and fight and take on the crazy things that exist in this game. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching. We also kind of got bodied there.